Merciless. Laid bare. This is where you fall. Overruled. Merciless. The boy! Overruled! Fearless! Fearless. Transfixed. Swift and merciful. Paradigm shift. Merciless. The show begins! One with my blade! Annihilate power! Laid bare! Merciless. This is destiny. Merciless. Merciless. Delve into afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid? Another star goes out! Is it my turn now? Shadows of fate! Merciless. Paradigm shift. Now that's more like it. Spirit wing. With these rising flames. With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. The countdown has begun. Have a taste of purgatory. Merciless. Delve into death. May I present? Fearless. Another star goes out. Is it my turn now? Written in the stars. Let me scribe. Time to shine. Like a fly tangled in a web. Into the void! You overestimate yourself. With these rising flames, feel our music. Another star goes out! Is it my turn now?
The show begins!
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all. How amusing. Merciless.
Swift and merciful.
Is it my turn now?
Paradise shift!
Kindness has been seared away. My blade is all that remains.
Delved into death!
A touch of frost.
Merciless. This is getting interesting. Merciless.
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains.
May I present?
You struggle in vain.
Fearless. Let me scribe.
Swift and merciful.
Another star goes out. Your punishment made manifest.
The show begins! Delved into death!
One with the flame. But how?
Fearless. Paradise merciless. Let me scribe.
Swift and merciful.
Delved into death.
Merciless. Another star goes out. Let's see how strong your resolve truly is.
Someone else.
Who's next?
I present.
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. You struggle in vain.
Let my name
Sometimes
echo in
only the
song.
beginning.
The show begins. Shadows of fate.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment. This spells the end. Who's the exorcist?
Strike a pose. Ah,
Your punishment made manifest.
shower me with praise.
Did you hear what happened with the sky in Natlan?
The sky in Natlan. Oh. What happened now?
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Star Smash Cliff is known for its
Fearless. Add Astro. Add Astra. Thank you for completing today.
Today's recommendation is this submission at the Adventurers Guild.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Haven't you heard?
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
It's been getting
Where do we
quite
come
busy
from?
recently.
And where are we going?
Welcome. How can I help you? busy recently. The neighboring nation of Liyue.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Welcome. How can I help you? Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Merciless.
Rebooting.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something.
It's been a while since we visited Poisson. Maybe we should head over and have a look around.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Paimon knows that.
Over here. To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What? Wait, Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more...
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more...
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can...
You scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential, House of the...
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved. I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future. As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be
What sort of...
a rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the...
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the... So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests.
Of course, Father. It has long been a... You're quite well... If you're willing. Of course. During our stay... Let's go. I'll take...
Merciless.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks!
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to... But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you...
Well, you're more than welcome to come along.
Linny! We're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep. Hello? Something caught you?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way!
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are...
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once.
Oh, it's all right! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we...
Of course! Father and Linny have to...
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that he can move a mountain.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 seconds! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon?
Oh, wait! When guests visit, you're supposed to give them...
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have... Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got, huh?
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go... I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I...
Wait, when you said gifts, I didn't think you meant...
But those are the best things we can give you. Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone you really...
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything.
Really?
Awesome! It's been so long since we have had guests to play with. If there's anything you need...
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts...
Well, we'll talk to you all later.
All right, see you later.
Bye!
Lenny, about all that...
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the house. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep... Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they... Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And
Allow me to introduce you. This is...
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been here. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to...
Of course! We're making our way up!
oh,
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called...
Oh, this is the first we've heard.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out.
oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting. After this mission is over,
Maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back.
Guess this is goodbye then.
Well,
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more. You're right. Linny's getting super far ahead.
so, what do you think of the members you've met so far? Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak. Well, I should probably get cooking.
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Fremine, what are you doing here?
Fremine, nice to see you!
You too.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood.
Seafood!
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine?
It's nothing.
Yeah, we've got some left over.
Some food and water.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just
I thought I'd grab an extra...
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not... Tell me what's going on.
Maybe it'll be better.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face.
Just a fall...
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you!
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up...
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of... You can call me...
Clairvy?
It's nice to... Does that name ring any...
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine.
No, I haven't told anyone.
For how long?
About...
So ever since we got to Poisson, then? Do you have any idea what...
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If you know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal.
I've thought it through. And Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect. And that night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices.
So what you're saying is, that was her.
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second, but she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all... I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father.
Come with me. There are a couple things...
Those two sure care a lot of...
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite.
No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last. The darkness in the house runs deeper.
I'm sorry, Linny.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish...
Huh?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings, later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one...
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine.
Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through...
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with.
What are you getting at?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away...
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing, that means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then...
I've tried that.
And?
And... nothing. She even came with us all the way to Poisson.
I don't know much about spirit.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so...
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this.
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Whoa!
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Pipe.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. I heard you talking about your plan, rather than steering clear of the situation. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report
You're not giving us much wig. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she...
Clairvy, if you've got some time...
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join...
Huh? If the knave brings you here and...
It's just that... your name... it's not on the
The roster? Oh, I get it now. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. In this house, some people are family and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless...
Wait, does that mean the knave...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She...
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy. Perry. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this... Maybe we should try a different approach.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To... where the sun can
That's... it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with Lynette. Try and find a list of Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should...
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do...
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to...
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking. And of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. If the worst case scenario happens, and you too... I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well.
Merciless. Merciless.
It's the knave! And child! Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up.
What sort of unfinished business are we?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some
Oh, okay, so.
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our...
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to be.
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
Over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my and that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to besides. Considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries. What a great...
One I could do without a...
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth,
right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but...
Is that so? Introductions have already been made.
You see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like...
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve.
Wait, don't go!
I'd also like... I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know.
And why would I betray?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least... Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me.
Wait, did you...
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say.
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own Oh, based on your reaction,
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, although it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to say the primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth? Well, you wanted extra information.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything.
They were that high stakes?
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. Well, would you look at the time? I should probably... Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely...
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less...
All right. Well, thanks for everything.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say...
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want...
Oh,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight.
We managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you? Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went. How did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... Well, we could always try pushing her into it. Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so...
Good.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's... Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade. Oh, yikes. That Aurora guy has a huge scar.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said it was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked,
Wait, so that means...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find it? Fremine...
Sorry. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was...
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot...
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her... As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. People like Chaplot and Fol...
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like...
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others... It seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about... She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength.
And they just believed all that?
With Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually...
This is all because...
Whoa. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is...
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in...
Wait, but isn't...
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole... Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that... we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in...
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier?
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, sooner...
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial, well, it's getting... Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything, though. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler? Trust is effort, Traveler. Look! Look over there! Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees! Over there! Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast! Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy! Shh! I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is. If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Sure. Although, after you hear all this, everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. You're saying the name? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her. If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry? There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting us. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Talking to us, or if she's mistaken us for someone else. Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. She looks so young. But, it's getting windy. I should close the... Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, but I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother, I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me. What should I do? Paimon really doesn't understand. Well, let's head back.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Oh?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairview last night. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but we're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one.
Secret experiment? Could,
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on...
Alright, that's good. Clairview seems to think the Knave and the Doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, it's just that it doesn't seem like Clairview is... The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. Lynette, you're with me. All right.
It's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve you. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan?
Us? Distract you?
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you... Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any...
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you just...
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening. Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the Knave was saying just now, okay, then we
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some... I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary.
You're not planning on doing anything.
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and... Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but...
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must...
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them. I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, they're... Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose, if Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you... Well, time to go.
Fearless. Fearless.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia up...
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire...
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at...
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that...
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use... A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way. Unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer...
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to...
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been... Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the
All right, Traveler Paimon.
exactly were you talking about back? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large...
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more press.
Lenny, Paimon really hopes everything... Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Oh, shoot. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking... Well, let me make it up to you at least.
Oh, you don't have to give us it.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but...
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just...
I'll take 3 papers. Here.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes...
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired...
Actually, why don't we... Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to... That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a...
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent.
Then what do you...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Wonderful. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help.
Okay, sounds normal enough, but...
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Fearless. Merciless. What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, it was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy, and then her mother.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family, Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the... Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and...
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her... Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of...
Wait! The friend that Claire...
Friend, huh? Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather... Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her.
Oh no.
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape, it was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not? Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only precisely. Death was the only way that she... It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere, the very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to...
Crucibina, you mean? But
Correct. This is the place where Peruware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother the moment she acted. Any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Peruware won the battle and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
so the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along. You're Peruware.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, after I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new, and that is where the story ends.
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed.
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only memory, is a
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about—
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children, but other times she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to— Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter— Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house— But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gun, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules—
Is this really what you—
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger, and anger makes you impulsive. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by— I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I give your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Here they are, Father.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first. Lenny!
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you...
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now...
By traitors?
Father, let me explain. We did—
Fultz, why don't you...
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy. Nantoy clearly said, "If only Father wasn't the one who took us in." Sato added, "I'm sick of this life." Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying!
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to quit. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it.
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo? Have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on!
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case.
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to... That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed...
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make...
Filial, Nantoy, I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, if this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But
why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake. And we should own up to... I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz, we...
Sheplo, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should...
all those who betray the house...
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did. We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing, but the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family. So please, Father.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny...
I also agree with
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your...
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the House will not... However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient...
Impossible.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lynn and the others have to duel the knave. What if they lose? Those people from the house are real...
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow.
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about it.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help.
What's wrong? Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon and give it your all. Any less, and you may...
Delve into destiny.
Forth, my blade.
How dare you!
Is it my turn now?
With these rising flames! Paradigm shift! Fearless!
Watch out for Father's movements!
Is it my turn now?
The mining kill in song!
Now that's more like it.
Father's even stronger than I expected.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Getting geared!
Another star goes out!
Is it my turn now?
Now's our chance! My blade!
May I present?
Spare your energy. Running is of little use. Fearless. Paradigm shift. With these rising flames. Shadows of fate.
A touch of frost!
The countdown has begun. Like a fly tangled in a web.
If I really have to draw my blade... Now's our chance!
Over here! My blade is all that remains.
One with my blade!
Merciless. Into the void.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out! Of frost.
May I present?
Merciless. Your punishment made manifest.
Now's our chance!
Over here. Merciless. Delved into destiny.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. All hope is extinguished. Over here.
You should know better than to crowd in one place. Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack?
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon? I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me. I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Brother, are you alright?
Lenny!
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver.
Of course.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really...
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming?
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's that speechless.
Oh. Okay then.
Huh? That's it?
Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. Can you tell me about it? I want to...
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would... Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I
never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped if I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice."
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, They will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting, you know, Perry. I think you're a pretty amazing king, and I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places.
Really?
Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard, playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what. Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day. Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your...
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epiclet.
Oh no, that must have been hard for all.
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information... Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Paraware. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the other...
And you? What happened?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince...
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero? Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. I'm not deserving of that title.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to... We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, A crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment, no matter how arduous the journey ahead. I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them. Lynette? Fremine? How are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief!
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well... Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Claire Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crucibina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crucibina.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crucibina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth. Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were a couple of months after I joined. Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about...
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filio and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they...
No way! I'm not guessing!
An insurmountable problem.